Namaste, everyone, and welcome to today's assembly. We know that times are stressful with final exams coming soon and the burden of college applications. So, before we go off for our Diwali break, we wanted to have one last fun assembly for all of you. With Children's Day around the corner, we decided to put our teachers up to the test to see how well they truly know their school and students. This has been an annual event in Sriram for years, and we knew that we had to continue this tradition, even if it was on a virtual platform. We hope that you enjoy it and that it can help you to relive some memories from school. Now, I know that all of you are eagerly looking forward to this quiz. So, without further ado, I let Arthur introduce the event.
Welcome to today's assembly. We're going to begin by introducing all participants. For our first team, we have Keshav sir and Tamal sir.
Namaste, children.
Namaste, all of you. Namaste.
For our next team, we have Sridhar sir and Binay sir.
Namaste, children. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste, everyone.
Our third team today is going to comprise of Rahul sir and KK sir.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste, everyone.
And our final team for today is, of course, going to be Ashish sir and TD sir.
Namaste, everybody.
Namaste, everyone.
Let's begin with the rules and regulations for this quiz. This quiz is going to have 4 rounds. We're going to begin with a challenge round, then a school trivia, then a 2 truths, 1 lie about the students, and lastly, which teacher said this. Each team is going to be represented by 2 teachers from the Sriram school. Participants are only allowed to communicate with each other during the quiz, and no external help is going to be allowed. And all questions are going to be centered around students or events that occur in the Sriram school. But before we get on to the quiz section, we're going to begin with a challenge round where all participants can aim to get a little bit of a jump start. If we're all ready, we'll begin with this round. Here are the rules for the challenge round. Both participants from the team need to get on a call. You'll be given 3 minutes to come up with a unique team name for your team, which we will refer to you by for the rest of the quiz, along with a short explanation for how you came up with that team name. Each team name must be Diwali themed. It needs to be centered around the festival coming up. The student council and spectating teachers will then vote on which team came up with the best name, and the team with the most votes is going to get 15 points. The team with the second most votes will get 10 points, then 5 points, and then no points at all. If there's no other questions, can we begin with this round?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay, good. We now have each team's team names with us, and I'm going to call upon them one by one to give us a short explanation of that name. First, we have Keshav sir and Tamal sir.
Hi, namaste, children. We are Team Lightning. As you all know, जहां हम जाते हैं वहां चमक वैसे ही आती है, तो हम भी चाहते हैं आपके जीवन में light आए. So that's why we are here as Lightning.
That's great, sir. I love that energy. Our next team is going to be Sridhar sir and Vanessa.
Namaste, children. We have named our team Rocket Boys because we are maths and physics teachers, and Rocket has all physics and maths, and Rocket goes to the top, and so we are going to top this quiz now.
Very creative, sir. Very smart. Our third team, Rahul sir and KK sir.
Hello. We have named ourselves Shri Patakas. So in Shri school, what can be better than this name? And on the eve of Diwali, Pataka is the best thing one can think.
And we always rock in school also.
I love that confidence, sir. And our last team is Ashish sir and TD sir.
I think the background tells it all. The bijli falling on TSRS. And we are known for our genuine, I don't know
electrifying
why
nature.
Yeah. I don't know why Kesha sir called himself Lightning. I think we are the real Lightning here. So, yeah. And also, no bombs in Diwali, play safe, no crackers.
I'm very happy we're doing the environmental line as well, so I think we'll definitely get extra points for that.
Oh, only bijlis.
Without any further ado, we're going to begin with the quiz. So the quiz is going to have 4 rounds, like we said. The first round is going to be a school trivia round in which we'll ask each team general questions about the Shri Ram School. So our first question is going to be for Team Lightning. Your question is, what is the name that has been given to the new auditorium that was recently constructed?
Shri Manju Bharatram.
Manju Bharatram Auditorium.
That is the correct answer. It is the MBR or Manju Bharatram Auditorium. Yeah. That's 10 points for Team The Lightning. Our next question is going to be for Rocket Boys. What is the name of the school magazine that the editorial board publishes every year?
The school magazine.
Okay, unfortunately, the time is up. So we'll pass this on to the next team, Shri Pataka.
Uncensored.
That is the correct answer. It is TSRS Uncensored. The next question is also going to be for Shri Pataka. How expensive is an orangello at CCD? You can give an answer in a range of 5 rupees.
However, I don't have any idea. I think it is around 35
30.
Okay, so yes, the correct answer is between 30 and 35 rupees. And the final question is going to be for Team TSRS Bijli Bombs. In which cluster did classes 9 and 10 sit earlier, and where do they sit now? And you can answer this for any one board.
They used to sit earlier in cluster. No, in which? Oh, they used to sit in cluster
For
C. Cluster C, and now they have moved on to cluster.
Time up.
Yeah.
Time
so
up.
no, there's still like 5 seconds. So
yeah, they used to sit in cluster C, the LRC, top of LRC. Earlier, the third floor of LRC was class 9 and 10, so cluster C.
And where
now
do
they've
they sit
moved
now?
to cluster
B. That is correct. So IC9 used to sit in cluster C, and now they're sitting in cluster B. Okay, so our next round is going to be a 2 truths and 1 lie round. Each team will be given a set of 3 statements. 2 of these statements will be true and 1 will be a lie. The participants will need to guess which of the statements are true. For each correct guess, they'll be awarded 5 points. So if you guess both the true statements, you'll get 10 points. If you only guess one, you'll get 5 points. And you'll be given 60 seconds to answer. Additionally, all of these statements are themed around your own students. So our first question is for Team The Lightning. Which of these is true and which of these is a lie? Advik Shukla purposely punched a fan that was moving at full speed. Keshav Vaidya demonstrated the butterfly swim stroke on the floor of the classroom, or Jaisal Nath is a year older than everyone else in the batch.
Advik Shukla. I think first one is lie.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Yes, Keshav. What do you think? He can't punch a fan.
Yeah. Never. He's not that kind.
Yeah. So I think first one is the lie.
First one.
Second and third one.
First one. You're right, Tamal.
Yeah. And
actually, the first one is true. Advik did in fact punch a fan when he was moving at full speed. Unfortunately, Keshav never swam on the floor of any classroom. And it is also true that Jaisal is a year older than everybody else. Okay. So you'll be given 5 points for that correct answer. The next question goes to Rocket Boys, Binay sir and Sridhar sir. Sohani Giroti once accidentally showed up in the back of Dhruv Bindra's room when he was announcing student council nominations. Ronit Kathuria had a crush on his guidance counselor. Or Rahul sir once kept a picture of Jaisal Nath in his pocket, which fell out while he was teaching.
Sridhar, you have any idea? Rahul sir keeping picture of Jaisal Nath
could be
pocket.
True, maybe could be true.
Could
Rahul
be true.
Sir CTA, sir. Rahul Sir CTA.
For some purpose.
Zagat, whose side are you playing on, man?
Team.
No prompting.
Okay, Ronit Kathuria can have crush anywhere.
ये रॉकेट का फ्यूल थोड़ा कम हो रहा है मेरे को लग रहा है.
नहीं मैं बड़ों के सामने हम जवाब नहीं देते ऐसे संस्कार. Sohani gave 3 once accidentally showed. I think first one is a lie, rest two are truth.
So the third one is true, and the first one is true as well. Ronit Kathuria didn't have a crush on his guidance counselor that we know of. And it is true that Sohani showed up in the back of Ravindra's Zoom meeting, and Rahul sir did in fact keep a picture of Jaisal in his pocket. For our next question, it goes to Sri Pataka. Abhilasha ma'am used to make Aditya Mehta change his t-shirts because they were too tight. Devansh Dev once broke a mirror at a basketball camp and used band-aids to tape it back together. Or during an SUPW trip, Aditya, Arav, Dhruva, Adir, Arhan Dhingra, Yatharth, Advik, Arhan Sani, Arsh Verma, and Atharv all slept together in a tent meant for 4 people.
I think first one is false. Sir, what do you think?
Aditya Mehta.
Abhilasha ma'am wala, yeah, this one.
Chalo, we'll go with first.
First is false, and rest of the two are correct.
So the first one is actually true. Aditya's t-shirts were in fact far too tight. And the one about all of us sleeping together in that tent is also true. Devansh, they've never used band-aids to tape back a mirror together.
Fine. Chalo,
the last question is for TSRS Bijli bombs. So the 3 statements are: Rasil once stood in for Pritika during an assembly. A cow once got into a tent during a school trip and defecated on Kabir Biotra's backpack. And Piku ma'am's class once hid in the cupboard for half an hour while she was teaching, popped out midway and said, Piku boo.
I'd like to believe the third one is true. But
I don't think they'll dare to do it.
Yeah, that's what I think. The third one, in my opinion, is a lie. Although I wish it was true. But what do you think, Edie?
Yeah, I think we'll go with the third one. Third one is a lie.
So your wish, in fact, did come true when the class did actually do that to Piku ma'am, and the one about the cow is true as well. So I think each team has gotten 5 points for this.
Kabir Biotra is a lucky boy.
This cow wala incident, I remember. I was there in that camp.
Okay. Our final round for today is going to be which teacher said this, in which we're going to give you a quote that was said by a teacher, and you need to guess which teacher said it. A correct answer will earn the team 10 points. It'll pass on once, and a pass question will, of course, be worth 5 points as always. Our first statement is for Team The Lightning. Which teacher once said, "Oye, tu to bhindi jaise lag raha hai"?
Yes, Keshav, any idea?
Either Narinder or Sandeep.
Yeah.
Or anyone. Say.
Maybe Narinder.
I think Narinder.
Narinder, yeah.
That is the correct answer. Narendra
Yeah.
sir did once say that, in fact, to Jaisal now.
Okay.
The next question is for Rocket Boys. So Pranit once asked a teacher, "Can I bunk this class?" The teacher then said, "Only if you attend it first." Which teacher said this? Was this Rahul sir, Rupa ma'am? Was it you, Binay sir, or was it Surbhi ma'am?
Rupa ma'am.
I also think Rupa ma'am.
It was actually Rahul sir who once said that to Pranit.
Rahul sir, did you actually say that?
Yes. Once I said this.
देखिए आपका रॉकेट चल नहीं रहा, आप क्वेश्चन मत क्रॉस करिए, ठीक है?
The next question is for Team Sri Pataka. Which teacher once stated that they aren't a very strict marker and that they once overmarked Dhruv Vindra when he in fact only got 9 on 40? Was it TD sir? Was it Namita ma'am? Was it Ripple ma'am? Or was it Rupa ma'am?
Is it Namita ma'am?
No ideas.
Namita ma'am.
It was in fact Namita ma'am who once said that to Dravindra.
Good. Sri Pataka rocks.
Rocks.
And the last question is for the TSRS Bijli bombs. Which teacher once said, "I never kick a student out of my class. The circumstances are just such that they have to leave"?
That sounds like.
Piku ma'am.
Oh, no, is it? I don't think so. I think it might be Abhilasha.
That's Bajaj sir.
Bajaj sir. This is a difficult one.
विनोद सर आप थे क्या?
So, are you? By the way, is this being quoted like perfectly in terms of
Yeah.
language
Yeah.
as well?
Language as well?
So I think then
More or
it's
less.
A or D. I would think. Choose. Should we do like like thingy, inky, pinky, ponky? I think since Piku ma'am let us down in the previous question, we can probably go with Abhilasha ma'am.
No, Vinod sir, Vinod sir, Vinod sir.
Oh, Vinod sir. This is a new entrant. Why?
What is your final answer, sir?
He's the odd man out here.
But
Okay, is that your final
it could be
answer?
Vinod sir actually. You're right.
There's no time limit.
Let's 60 seconds, sir. What time hai? Let's go with Vinod
So
sir.
it's
Cool.
time's up.
What do you think? Vinod sir.
चारों options से
It
खेल.
was actually Vinod, sir.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
That brings us to a conclusion of this year's edition of the Fun Quiz. I'd really like to thank each and every teacher who took out the time to come here and be with us and to make this an incredibly enjoyable assembly for all students. I now call upon Manisha ma'am to say a few words while the results are tabulated.
Namaste, children. It's festival time, and on behalf of the entire staff at TSRS and myself, I would like to wish all of you and your families a very happy Diwali and a prosperous New Year. Also today, let's renew our pledge to have a no firecrackers Diwali as they impact the air quality negatively. Instead, let's commit to lighting up and bringing joy to the lives of people who aren't as privileged as us. While helping others doesn't mean that we can't have fun. This year, connect online with all your friends and relatives. Have fun, chat, sing, dance together, bless each other. That will be the true spirit of Diwali this year. Stay safe and have a great time. I would now like to end by congratulating all the winners and applauding the effort of all the students who participated in the Mental Health Matters contest a few days back. Proud of you, children, for the effort you've done. Winning is important, but participating is even more. And now you're going to see the names of all the winners in the different categories. Thank you.
We now have the results for the quiz, but before that, I'm going to first announce the results for which team's names were the best. The team name that came first and the team that everyone thought had the best name was TSRS Bijli Bombs. The second best team name was of Rocket Boys. And the third best team name was Shri Pataka. We now have the final results. In third place, we have team The Lightning, which was Keshav sir and Tamal sir. In second place, we have Shri Pataka, that was Rahul sir and KK sir. And the winners of this year's quiz were the TSRS Bijli Bombs, that was TD sir and Ashish sir.
Yet again.
Once again, thank you so much, sirs, for being here with us today. We really enjoyed having you.
Chalo. Happy Diwali to all of you.
Happy Diwali. Even we enjoyed. Thank you for organizing this fun quiz.
With that, we come to an end of today's assembly. Thank you so much for your message, Manisha ma'am, and I'm sure that it will be carried forward by the students. Once again, a huge thank you to all the teachers for participating in being such great sports and the entire events department for organizing this extremely entertaining quiz. Have a happy and clean Diwali.
He can't punch a fan.
Yeah, never. He's not that kind.
Yeah.
अब रॉकेट गिर गया समुद्र में. अगला क्वेश्चन.
Carry on next.
रॉकेट चलेगा सर, सारे सस्ते पटाखे फूटने के बाद रॉकेट छोड़ते हैं.
जीडीसी लेके किया था या बिना जीडीसी के किया था कैलकुलेशन?
सर मेंटल मैथ बहुत स्ट्रांग है सर.
We have won the quiz. Sorry for the confusion.
Wait, Arthur, you've done this wrong.
No.
I just announced it.
Cancelled.
You should use the GDC where it's required.